the KHQA Student Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Blessing Health System.
Whenever I say I'm from Bowling Green, I mean it with my heart.
When you have one of your leaders, one of your best players, one of the best athletes that's also a good student, a good role model, somebody that's out for 3 sports, he's out for football, he's out for basketball, he's out for track, and he's doing well in all of them and helping other kids and showing up to the weight room and doing the right things. It's just a good example of what you want your program to be about, and a good leadership so the other kids can follow him.
I've always tried to be a role model. I mean, I try to be a good teammate when I can. I just try to do my best at it. Like anytime little kids want help, try to help them out, make sure they know what they can do. Like, and me getting this D1 scholarship and stuff like that doesn't really change much. I think I proved to everybody that it's really possible, even when you go to a small school, that you can go to big places.
The Division I football scholarship Aiden Grote holds from Lindenwood University is a testament to the rather unique genetic gifts which he possesses.
Well, first of all, you're looking at a kid that, he's 6'4", 6'5", 250 pounds in high school, and he's athletic.
The laundry list of every other success on his considerable resume, sports and beyond, however, were earned, not given, through character, humility, sweat equity, and a root imperative to do the best he can in everything he does.
For me, when it comes to GPA, in my opinion, schooling comes first, sports come afterwards. My parents have taught me that my whole life. So with me, I don't. There's not really a certain way I do it. I just always make sure, like anytime I go home, make sure all my homework's caught up. Ever sick, just make sure you get there, get everything done, make sure the teachers are happy, and then that makes coaches happy. So that's what I try to do. And when I get in the classroom, I kind of like a light switch, just flick it on. I got to go to work and get some stuff done and make sure that my grades are good. That way I could participate in these sports and make sure that I could keep going and going. So organization kind of came from my mom. My mom is really organized. She has stuff everywhere, and she knows exactly where it all is. Heck, she's sometimes even helping me in certain cases. But yeah, she's helped me a lot be organized throughout the years.
The force of Aiden Grote's talents and tenacity of purpose seem to keep opening new doors to achievement. He will be a favorite this spring to title in state javelin, and he completely switched up the narrative on the gridiron this fall to prove he's more than just an all-state tight end.
A big role model for me last year was Harrison Hunt. Always having to go against him at tight end and him being DN was always really fun. And seeing how much fun he had on the field made me want to try something new, especially being my senior season playing both ways and actually being healthy instead of playing on a broken foot made me feel like way better and made me actually want to go and play and do my best.
Everybody knew about him playing tight end. We knew he could play D end, but last year he wasn't eligible at the beginning of the year because of injury. He was eligible to play, he just wasn't ready, so he was behind the 8 ball as far as being fit. He'd been out 8 weeks with a stress fracture, so when he came back, we had to focus on one side of the ball. Played a little bit of defense, but really didn't get the recognition because he was there part-time. But we knew immediately going into the season that he was going to be an impact player on the defensive side. And if you watch throughout the season, teams ran away from him quite a bit of the time, but he was still, good enough there to become the EMO Player of the Year.
It's that constant elevating of his own ceiling that makes Aiden such a coveted developmental piece for his future coaches at Lindenwood, as well as his rare love of the process it takes to get there.
For me, for Lindenwood, try not to redshirt. I want to go there and I want to play. I've talked to coaches and they want me to play too, so we'll see how that goes. But all I know is workout ethics got to go up a lot and studying's got to go up a lot, so it just all really increases. Just put in more work and it'll pay off in the end.
A mindset not limited to the gridiron when he becomes a Lion next year.
So for me, I want to go to St. Charles. I want to study business management because my Uncle Ted has a big influence on me. He's had runs a construction company. He's the boss. And he told me as a little kid that he could hire me today and I'd be smarter than some of the guys there. So I said, I'm going to go study some and then I'm going to go to a tech school. And then when I come back, I'm going to go work for him and just travel the world and live life.
Born from a root optimism this week that is fueling Bowling Green's quest to avenge its only loss of the season.
Honestly, if you take away the first 2 touchdowns that they scored, that game would have been really, really close. And I think with our DBs and everything, how much we progressed throughout the year, I think we're ready for them again. Like us playing Herman, I think in my opinion was a completely different team. Like we were ready to go, we were well driven, and I think we're ready for them again.